The problem number 9 we are referring to. So already I forwarded the text kuda pampichan చూడండి. Text regarding invoice price. There are two methods are there. Profit is added on cost price, first one. The next one is profit is added on cost price is first one. How to find out profit? Formula given. If cost price is given, what formula to apply? If invoice price is given, what formula to apply? A problem may be under first method or second method. Both will not be there. So a problem given on percentage basis normally. If it is given on percentage basis, that you have to apply this. Example also given. If cost price is given, A formula you have to apply. If invoice price is given, B formula to be applied. Next one is second method is if profit is added on invoice price basis. Is added on invoice price. Some example I gave 20% on it. So if it is profit is equal to invoice price into 20 by 100. If it is invoice price is cost is given, formula already it is there, you apply. A problem may be given. You have to identify whether profit is added on cost basis or invoice price basis. If it is cost price basis, apply first method. If it is on invoice price basis, apply second method. That's it. That you go through. Now coming to the problem number 9 I am referring to. So account sales already sent to you. Already the solved problem in front of you. So now write events cheppana nena cheppandra events cheppana. Did I give you events yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now write journal entries in the books of Arun. You draw the lines. I'll give narration. In my text I sent to you, I did not give narration, but I'll give the narration in journal entries. Last one. Journal entries in the books of Arun. Arun is the name of the consignor. Last one. Be quick. మనం టైం లాస్ చేయకూడదు, తొందరగా నెక్స్ట్ యూనిట్కి వెళ్ళాలి. Now write journal entries in the books of Arun. Bracket lo raskondi, it is consignor. The first one, be goods sent on consignment. First entry is goods sent on consignment. The entry is consignment account at R to goods sent on consignment. Consignment account at R 20,000. Consignment account at R rupees 20,000 to goods sent on consignment account. GSC Ryan. To goods sent on consignment account rupees 20,000. Being 100 sewing machines. Being 100 SWNI sewing machines, SN sewing machines sent on consignment. 100 consignment, 100 sewing machines sent on consignment at an invoice price of rupees 200 each. At an invoice price of rupees 200 each. So each invoice price of each sewing machine is 200. So 100 were sent. 100 sewing machines were sent. Each one at a cost of invoice price of 200. So that is 20,000. Next one, number 2. Next one is expenditure for sending these machines to the consignee. He paid some expenses. Expenses amounted to rupees 800 paid by the consignor. The entry is same. You can write it. Entry is consignment account debtor to cash account. Consignment account debtor 800 to cash account 800. Consignment account debtor 800 to cash account 800. Being Expenses of consignment paid in cash. Expenses of consignment paid in cash for sending the goods. Expense of consignment paid in cash for sending the goods. For sending the goods. Over. Next, the consignee, Mr. Sanjay. Consignee name is Sanjay. He gave 10,000 rupees advance by bank draft. The entry is we received money through bank draft. Sanjay is the giver. The entry is bank account debtor to Sanjay account. Bank account debtor to Sanjay's account. A first phase line. Sanjay's a first phase. Bank account debtor 10,000. Bank account debtor 10,000 to Sanjay's account. Sanjay's account 10,000. Being advance received from consignee. Being advance received from consignee. Being advance received from consignee through bank draft. Through bank draft. Next one. Next one is third one is over, and then fourth one. Sanjay sold 80 sewing machines, each one at 220 each. So right, the entry is for sales. For sales, the journal entry is Sanjay's account debtor. Sanjay account was debited. Why it was debited? This is the money we have to receive from Sanjay. So Sanjay becomes your debtor. Debtor ante manaku double రావాలి. Sanjay నుంచి మనకు రావాలి. On the other hand, it is an income for the business, so consignment account is created. So Sanjay's account debtor 17,600. Sanjay's account debtor 17,600 to consignment account 17,600. Sanjay's account debtor to consignment account. The amount is 17,600. It is over. Narration line being goods sold on consignment. Being goods sold on consignment. Receivable from consignee. Receivable from consignee. Receivable from consignee. ఇప్పుడు అక్కడ కావాలంటే 80 into 220. 80 sewing machines were sold, each one at the rate of 220 each. 220 rupees per machine multiplied with 80 were sold. 80 into 220. You get 17,600. Over. Next one. We have to pay commission because goods were sold. We have to pay commission to the agent. The entry for that is an expenditure to the business. 880 is the commission that is 5% on sales. The entry is as usual. All problems entry is same in the books of consignor. Entry is consignment account debtor to Sanjay's account. Consignment account debtor 880. 880. Consignment account debtor. Why consignment account was debited? It is an expenditure to the business, hence it was debited. So it is payable to Sanjay. He is a creditor, a service giver. He is service provided by Sanjay. So Sanjay is a service provider. So he gave the benefit to us. So his account is created. So we have to pay him. So Sanjay's account is credit 880, being commission payable to Sanjay. Being commission payable to Sanjay on consignment, on sales and on sales. Commission payable to Sanjay on sales or consignee on sales will do. Next one. Next one is consignee also paid some expenditure. He paid total 900. In that 900, 900 he paid, and in that 900 rupees, 100 is non-recurring expenditure and 800 is recurring expenditure. Total he paid 900. So entry is same as usual. 900 entry for 900 rupees. The entry is consignment account data to Sanjay's account. Consignment account data 900 to Sanjay's account 900. Consignment account data to Sanjay's account rupees 900. Being various expenses of consignment paid by consignee. Being various expenses of consignment. Being various expenses of consignment paid by consignee. Next one. Closing stock. Seventh one is closing stock. Closing stock is valued at, yesterday I told you 4,000 is invoice price of 20 sewing machines unsold. 20 into 200, 4,000. Plus non-recurring expenditure, total non-recurring expenditure paid are total 900 is the total non-recurring expenditure paid. 900 paid for 100 sewing machines. So each machine 9 rupees, 20 left unsold, 20 into 9, 180. So 4,180 is the value of unsold stock. So the entry for that is as usual. Stock on consignment account data to consignment account. Stock on consignment account data 4,180. Stock on consignment account data 480. 4,180 rather. 4,180. 4,180. To consignment account. Stock on consignment account data to consignment account 4,180. Being narration Jatara and being closing stock valued at invoice price. Being closing stock is valued at cost price kaadu, at invoice price. Closing stock is valued at invoice price plus PNRE. PNR and proportionate non-recurring expenses. Plus proportionate. PLUS and plus and PLUS. Running matter lo rasetappudu symbol రాయకూడదు. Statement lo plus minus రాయొచ్చు కానీ when you write in a running matter plus ante minus ante MINUS రాయాలి. When running matter don't use symbols. Plus proportionate non-recurring expenses. PNRE and రాయండి. So 180 is non-recurring expenditure, 4,000 is invoice price. 4,000 is invoice price plus 180 non-recurring expenditure. So total 4,180 is the value of closing stock. There is a loading is there. Later we adjust that extra amount. We remove it by giving another entry for loading on closing stock. Next one is eighth one, that is adjustment of loading on closing stock. How many goods were sent? How many sewing machines were sent? 100 were sent. Actually, each sewing machine cost is 150 rupees only, 150 rupees only. But we added 50 rupees profit. So invoice price is 200 rupees. We sent at 200 rupees per machine. Where you have shown 50 rupees extra per machine. 100 machines at the rate of 50 rupees each means 5,000 extra debited to consignment account earlier. When goods were sent, 5,000 extra debited to consignment account when the first entry I am referring to. First entry when goods sent are 15,000 only. Actually, you have shown as 20,000. Actually, 100 into 150. Actually, 15,000 is value of the goods sent. But how much you have shown there? 20,000. How much extra? 5,000 rupees was extra values debited to consignment account in the first entry. Hence, that 5,000 is to be removed now. So the entry will be corresponding. Entry is reverse of the first entry. First entry of some consignment account data to GSC account now. To reverse it, to loading adjustment, you have to reverse it. That is GSC account data to consignment account. Right. Entry number 8. Goods sent on consignment account data 5,000. Goods sent on consignment account data 5,000 to consignment account 5,000 to consignment account rupees 5,000 being loading on GSC, loading on GSC at the rate of 50 rupees, at the rate of 50 rupees, rupees 50, at the rate of rupees 50 on 100 sewing machines, on 100 sewing machines adjusted, on 100 sewing machines, SM and IN sewing machines adjusted. That's it. So 20,000 you are written on the debit side, 5,000 on the credit side. Ultimately, what happens? Only net amount debited will be 15,000 only. That is how you have to remove. In accountancy, I discussed it thoroughly in rectification of errors chapter. When 5,000 is more on the debit side, to remove it, put on the credit side. Like that. So 20,000, actually it is 15,000. Shown as 20,000 in the first entry. 5,000 extra is there. That is loaded, added. 5,000 extra added. 15,000. For 15,000, we added another 5,000. That 5,000 we are removing by giving the entry. This only consignor knows. Consignee don't know about this. How much added? Only consignor knows. Is a business secret. It is a business secret. He only knows. Consignee don't know. He has not connected with that. So consignee don't know about it. How much added? We know it. We and a consignor knows it. So to know the actual profit, what he will do? He will remove the extra amount added when consignment account is prepared. That's it. Next one. So next one is loading on. Ninth one is loading on closing stock. Actually, closing stock also we have shown 4,000. Its value is not 4,000. Actually, it is 3,000. ఎందుకంటే 150 per 150 rupees per sewing machine. 20 into 150 only 3,000. But you have shown as 4,000. How much extra? 1,000 extra. That is 20 machines at the rate of 50 extra. We have shown on the credit side. 4,180 is credited to consignment account. 180 don't take into account. 180 is expenditure. That is not loaded. 180 rupees expenditure, non-recurring expenditure is not loaded. That is the actual figure. Only 4,000 is loaded. In 4,000, 1,000 included. How? 20 machines, each machine 50 rupees extra included. So 50 rupees per machine, 20 machines, it is 1,000 extra. That is on the credit side of the consignment account. So credit side of the consignment account is excess by 1,000. That 1,000 you have to remove by debiting to consignment account. That 1,000 you have to debit to consignment account. It is to be created by creating stock reserve account. ఇప్పుడు రాసుకోండి entry. Consignment account data 1,000. Consignment account data rupees 1,000 to stock reserve account. Consignment account data to stock reserve account rupees 1,000. being loading on closing stock, being loading on closing stock, loading on closing stock adjusted, loading on closing stock adjusted. That is కావాలంటే రాసుకోండి. That is 20 machines at the rate of 50 each. 20 machines unsold stock అంతే కదా, 20 machines out of 100 cent 80 were sold, 20 left unsold, 20 into 50 rupees each, so that is removed. 180 rupees that will be there. The 180 is the actual expenditure. Don't touch the expenditure, only added on that goods only you have to take into account. The next one is you have to transfer GST account to the trading account as usual. So cost of the goods is 15,000, that ultimately goes to GST account. So if you prepare GST account, there will be GST account twice we used. Entry number 1, GST account was created with 20,000. When loading is adjusted, entry number 8, GST account was debited with 5,000. So first entry, GST account was created with 20,000. 8th entry, GST account was debited, and when removed that 5,000, the balance in the GST account will be only 15,000. GST account is created with 20,000 first entry. Entry number 8, it was debited with 5,000. Credit side 20,000, debit side 5,000. The gap is 15,000, that will go to trading account. For that, entry is as usual. Entry is same, but only thing derivatives. What you have to values, you have to derive. Be careful. The entry is GST account at R2 trading account 15,000. GST account at R 15,000. GST account at R rupees 15,000 to trading account 15,000 being cost of GST, cost price and cost price of GST, cost price of goods sent on consignment, cost price of GST అంటే goods sent on consignment. బ్రాకెట్ రాసుకోండి 100 into 150, 100 into 150. How many machines? 100 machines. What is its cost? 150 rupees. So 150 into 100, 15,000. So close the bracket. You may get a doubt, sir, how 15,000? So the entry is you have to transfer only 15,000 to trading account. So once again repeat, being cost price of GST transferred to cost price of GST transferred to trading account. డౌట్ రావచ్చు, ఏం సార్ ఎట్లా, హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ 15,000 అని రావచ్చు కదా. లేకపోతే ఇఫ్ యూ ప్రిపేర్ జిఎస్సి అకౌంట్, బ్యాలెన్స్ విల్ బి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్. ప్రిపేర్ జిఎస్సి అకౌంట్, క్రెడిట్ సైడ్ 20,000, డెబిట్ సైడ్ 5,000, balance is only 15,000. That 15,000 is actual cost of the goods sent on consignment. That only goes to trading account finally. That's it. Next one. So last entry is for profit. Entry రాసుకోండి, amount తర్వాత after preparing consignment account we will write the entry. Amount will record it, and there is a profit in this problem. Entry is consignment account at R. నేను వర్కౌట్ చేసా కాబట్టి చెప్తున్నా. కన్సైన్మెంట్ అకౌంట్ at R 3,200. This is the figure you can't get in advance. This only you get after preparing ledger accounts. That is, consignment account must be prepared to know the profit. So I have already prepared, I supplied the notes to you. So I am giving the amount also so that you can prepare the accounts. The entry is consignment account at R 3,200 to profit and loss account. Consignment account at R 3,200 to profit and loss account 3,200 200. Being profit on consignment, transferred to profit and loss account. Over. చెప్పండి రా, నేను లెడ్జర్ అకౌంట్స్ చూపించాలా, మీరు చేస్తారా? జస్ట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు నో ఫ్రమ్ యూ. చేస్తారు కదా ఒకటి కన్సైన్. యూ హావ్ టు ప్రిపేర్ కన్సైన్మెంట్ అకౌంట్ టు నో ద ప్రాఫిట్, కన్సైనీ అకౌంట్ అండ్ జిఎస్సి అకౌంట్. ఓకే సార్, ఈ మూడు తయారు చేయండి. లెడ్జర్ పోస్టింగ్, లెట్ us not waste time on this. You work it out. Still you have a doubt, you feel free to ask me. Not only that, if any problem, if you have any question, just feel free. Even after your class are over, even last period is over also, then you can question me. Send on your WhatsApp, I'll respond. Okay, don't worry. So wherever when you are willing to learn, I am ready to respond to your problems. Leave it aside. Now I'll go to the consignee. Raskondi. Books of consignee, events raskondi. Books of consignee. Consignee name is Books of Sanjay. Sanjay is the name of consignee. If any coming to the books of consignee, that is events in the books of Sanjay. Events in the books of Sanjay. Bracket lo raskondi. Consignee. Events in the books of Sanjay. Bracket lo raskondi. Consignee. So that I told you once again repeatedly, those values which will appear in the books of in account sales lo ఏ ఫిగర్స్ అయితే ఉంటాయో, those figures which are reflected, which are recorded in account sales only will come in the books of consignee. That is, one is consignee expenditure. Consignee paid some advance. Then sales, commission. There are only 4 entries will come in this book. One is expenditure paid by consignee, advance, sales, commission. Rasko, number 1. Advance paid. Number 1 is advance paid to consignor, 10,000. There are 4 items, right? First one is advance paid to consignor rupees 10,000 by bank draft. Already you know it. By bank draft. Advance paid to consignor by bank draft. Advance paid to consignor by bank draft rupees 10,000. వాడికి అడ్వాన్స్ ఇచ్చాం 10,000 వాడికి. కన్సైనీ డబ్బులు ఇచ్చాడు వాడికి, బ్యాంక్ డ్రాఫ్ట్ పంపించాడు కన్సైనర్కి. ఎందుకంటే వాడు మన గూడ్స్ పంపిస్తున్నాడు కదా, సో కొంత అడ్వాన్స్ ఇచ్చాం. Number 2 is sales by sales made. Sales made అంటే amount is 80 into 220, that is 17,600. Sales made, cash collected అన్నట్లు. Who sold? Consignee sold. So consignee will receive money on selling the goods. That money after he will send it to the consignee. Whatever amount due, he will write in the account sales. Amount due, he will forward it. Next one. Number 3, commission. Immediately write after sales, immediately write commission, entry for commission. Third one is commission. Commission is 5% on sales. 5% is amount is 17,600 into 5 by 100. It will come to 880. 880. Commission is 880. It is a income for consignee. It is a income for consignee income. Consignment business ki expenditure. Next one. The fourth one is expenses paid by consignee. Expenses paid in cash. Expenses paid in cash. Consignee rasi avade ras. Consignor is not concerned. Consignor expenditure, consignor raskuntadu. Consignee expenditure, he will write. His expenditure only recorded. That's it. 4 entries. That's it. Now write journal entries. Now go to the journal. Journal entries in the books of Mr. Sanjay. Journal entries in the books of Mr. Sanjay. Journal entries in the books of Mr. Sanjay. Bracket lo raskondi consignee ani. Consignee. So 4 entries already you know it. All 4 entries you know it. I need not enter into. First one is advance paid. Entry is debit the receiver. Who is receiving? Arun is receiving. Arun account is to be debited. Who is paying? Bank will be paying on behalf of consignee. So bank is the giver. Both are personal accounts. So entry is Arun's account at our 10,000 to bank account to 10,000. First entry is Arun's account at our 10,000. Arun is the receiver. So he receives. So who will pay on behalf of Sanjay? On behalf of Sanjay, bank will pay the 10,000 rupees to Arun. So bank is the giver to bank account. So Arun's account at R to bank account 10,000 being advance paid to consignor, being advance paid to consignor through bank draft. Being advance paid to consignor, being advance paid to consignor by or through bank draft. Through bank draft or by bank draft, both will do. Okay. Next one, number 2. He sold goods, he received money. This money, it is not his money. He has to pay to Arun. So entry is cash account at R 17,600. Cash account at R 17,600 to Arun's account. Arun ante consignor. Cash account at R to Arun's account. A first case Ryan. Arun's account. Cash account at R 17,600 to Arun's account 17,600. Narration and being cash received on sale of goods. Cash received on sale of goods on consignment. Cash received on sale of goods on consignment. Payable to consignor. Payable to consignor. సో మన డబ్బులు కావు, ఎవరికి ఇవ్వాలి? ఇది అరుణ్కి ఇవ్వాలి. అరుణ్ ఈజ్ బికమ్స్ క్రియేటర్. క్రియేటర్ అంటే మనం వీ ఓ టు అరుణ్, అంటే మనం అప్పు ఉన్నాము. అది కాకపోతే అల్టిమేట్ గా వాట్ వీ డూ ఈజ్ పేయబుల్, రిసీవబుల్. వీ ప్రిపేర్ అరుణ్ అకౌంట్, హౌ మచ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు పే హిమ్, హౌ మచ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రిసీవ్. The difference will be the balance. That will be settled. If it is settled, no balance. If not settled, balance will be carried. Next one. Next one is, third one is, third entry is commission. Entry is Arun's account at R2 commission account. Third one. Arun's account at R 880 to commission account 880. Arun's account at R2 commission account 880. Being commission receivable on sales. Commission receivable on sales. ఎవరి నుంచి రావాలంటే ఫ్రమ్ అరుణ్ అని రాయండి. ఫ్రమ్ అరుణ్, ఫ్రమ్ కన్సైనర్. ఫ్రమ్ ఎవరి నుంచి రిసీవబుల్ ఫ్రమ్ కన్సైనర్ నుంచి రావాలి మనకి. ఎంత? 880 rupees you have to receive. So Arun becomes your debtor. Commission, it is the income for you because you worked for Arun as an agent. You earned 880 rupees as income. It becomes your income. Income for Sanjay. So Sanjay created consignment, commission account is created. That's it. Next one. Last one, it is expenditure paid in cash by Sanjay. Paid some expenditure, cash goes out. This amount we have to collect it from Arun. So the entry is Arun's account debtor 900. Arun's account debtor rupees 900 to cash account. Arun's account debtor to cash account 900. Arun's account debtor 900 to cash account 900. Being various expenses of consignment being various expenses of consignment being various expenses of consignment paid in cash comma receivable from consignor paid in cash ఈ డబ్బులు ఎవరు ఇవ్వాలి మనకి కన్సైనర్ మనకి ఇవ్వాలి కాబట్టి కన్సైనర్ పట్టుకున్నాం అంటే డెబిట్ చేసాం రిసీవబుల్ ఫ్రమ్ కన్సైనర్ అంతే దీస్ 4 entries in the books of consignee Sanjay. So prepare only one account, that will do. Prepare Arun's account. There will be a balance of 5,820 ఇంకా still payable. So that's it. Ledger account తయారు చేస్తారా చెప్పండి. రెస్పాండ్ అయితే I will move to the next problem.
చేస్తాం సార్.
చేస్తారు కదా, అదే అరుణ్స్ అకౌంట్ ప్రిపేర్ చేయండి సరిపోతుంది. సో దట్స్ ఇట్. సో నౌ కమింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం, నేను ఐ విల్ గివ్ ద highlights and then you can proceed without my help also, you may proceed, but I will give you implications in this problem. This will come under 10th problem, will come under second model, that is Mr. Mumbai Kansa 100 cases of cost. So this is 10th problem comes. Now I told you we add profit to the cost. Cost we add some profit is added. The first problem number 7, 8 and 9 are different, and the 10th problem is it is added on invoice price. So he added invoice price at a pro forma invoice 25% profit on sale to the agent. Sale ante ikkada you can take it as invoice price. రాసుకోండి ఇక్కడ నోట్స్ రాసుకోండి, చెప్తా. నోట్స్ ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత నేను ఐ విల్ గో టు ద ఈవెంట్స్. ప్రాబ్లం నెంబర్ 10. Profit is added in this problem, and in this problem 10th problem, in this problem profit is added to cost. Profit is added to cost price, yet profit is added to cost price, yet 25% on invoice price. 25% on invoice price. %25 on invoice price. Change the para. It means if invoice price is rupees 100, if invoice price is rupees 100, comma, rupees 25 is profit, rupees 25 is profit, and rupees 75 is cost price. Rupees 75 is cost price. Full stop. Come down. Next line. Change the para line. If cost price is 7,500, if cost price is 7,500, which is equals to 75%. Which is equals to 75%, which is equals to 75%. Full stop. Invoice price. Next line. Invoice price bracket line 100%. Bracket lo 100%. Invoice price 100% equals to how much? Equals to how much? So I am referring to you the method that I have shown you under the second method. The formulas I already gave you. I'll show you. This is the second method where profit is added on invoice price. Formula icha chudandi. When cost price is given, formula em icha? B bit chudandi. B. Second lo B bit lo emana profit is equal to profit is equal to cost price into ఇక్కడ 20% అనుకున్నాం కదా 25 డివైడ్ రాసుకోండి ప్రాఫిట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు రాసుకోండి ప్రాఫిట్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ ఇంటూ రాయండి ఫార్ములా రాసేయండి ప్రాఫిట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ ఇంటూ 25 divided by 100 minus 25. 100 minus 25. ఇప్పుడు substitute చేయండి values. Profit equals to, what is the cost price given in the problem? 7,500. Cost price is given in the problem. So profit is equal to 7,500 into 25 by 75. 25 divided by 100 minus 25 అంటే అంతే కదా 75. 25 by 75 equals to 7,500 into 25 by 75 equals to 10,000.
Sir, repeat again, sir.
7,500 into 25 by 75. Profit is equal to, I am telling you, profit is equal to, అదే ఫార్ములా మీకు అదే ఉంది, profit is equal to 7,500, that is cost price, into 25 by 75 is equal to 2,500 వస్తుంది. 2,500. Once again repeat. 7,000 profit equals to 7,500 into 25 by 75 equals to 2,500. So ఇప్పుడు రాయండి కింద ఇంకో లైన్ లో రాయండి ఇన్వాయిస్ ప్రైస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ ప్లస్ ప్రాఫిట్ ఫార్ములా రాసుకోండి ఇన్వాయిస్ ప్రైస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ plus profit. Substitute చేయండి values ఇప్పుడు. So invoice price is equal to cost price is 7,500. 7,500 plus 2,500 is equal to 10,000. So invoice price is equal to 10,000 వచ్చేస్తుంది. So now you got the output. Invoice price is 10,000. On 10,000, 25% comes to ఎంత వస్తుందిరా? On invoice price, 25% అన్నాడు. Invoice price was not given in the problem. But he gave you only cost price was given. So that is the way you have to derive it. If 7,500 is cost price, 2,500 is profit, and total invoice price is 10,000, the cost of the invoice price of the goods sent is 10,000 అన్నట్లు అర్థం. 7,500 is cost, 2,500. 2,500 is 25% on invoice price. 25. If now calculate it, invoice price is 10,000. 10,000 into 25 by 100, you will get same 2,500. That's it. It's over. So we have divided and we got it. It's over. Next one. So when you write the journal entry for goods sent on consignment, you have to record that 10,000, not 7,500 in this problem. Next one. So go to account sales, Ryan. Account sales. Problem number 10. Write account sales. Account sales as usual. ఏమన్నాడు ఇక్కడ 25% agents is on the same date. 600 expenditure on the January. C took the delivery and paid 1,200 for octroi. Other duties remitted 400 as advance. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ కమిషన్ ఒకటి క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ ఉంది. ఒక చిన్న నోట్స్ రాసుకోండి. క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ ఆఫ్ కమిషన్ అకౌంట్ సేల్స్ తర్వాత చెప్తాను, ఎందుకంటే బికాజ్ యూ హావ్ టు డిరైవ్ కమిషన్. క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ ఆఫ్ కమిషన్ రాసుకుని ఒక వర్కింగ్ నోట్ ఉంది. క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ ఆఫ్ కమిషన్. Here I will explain to you how many 100 cases were sent, out of 180 were sold. Out of 100 cases sent, 80 were sold for 10,500. 10,500 you have sold. 80 cases sold for 10,500 rupees. But he commission, he has very carefully, this problem, calculation of commission is important. This he give a twist in the problem. That is, what he says on gross sales. Gross sales ante on 10,500 is total. Gross sales means total sales. On 10,500 he will give commission at the rate of 5% commission on gross sales. And he will give 10% commission on selling price in excess of invoice price. Invoice price kante ekku unnadi. Anything that he collected more than invoice price, he will give 10% commission. So you write the oka working note raskondi. Calculation of commission rasaru kada. Selling price of 80 cases equals to, నేను ఫార్వర్డ్ చేస్తాను మీకు తర్వాత, ఈ క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత స్టేట్మెంట్ రాయండి. స్టేట్మెంట్. సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ 80 cases ఈక్వల్స్ టు 10,500. Selling price of 80 cases rupees 10,500 less invoice price of 80 cases, less invoice price of 80 cases, 8,000. Okay, right, 8,000 right, నేను చెప్తా how 8,000. Invoice price of 80 cases rupees 8,000. చూడండి, that 8,000, how you got 8,000 అంటే 100 cases invoice price is 10,000. How many goods were sent? 100 cases were sent. Their cost price is 7,500, but 100 cases invoice price is 10,000. Invoice price of 100 cases is 10,000. For 80 cases, how much? So that is 10,000 divided by 100 into 80. Akkada raskondi. 10,000 rupees divided by 100 cases. Rupees 10,000 divided by 100 cases into 80 cases how much? 100 cases ki ante 100 బాక్సులు అనుకోండి. 100 బాక్సుల ఇన్వాయిస్ ప్రైస్ 10,000 అయితే, అంతే కదా సింపుల్ గా. 100 బాక్సుల ఇన్వాయిస్ ప్రైస్ 10,000 అయితే 80 బాక్సులకి ఎంత? It is 8,000. That's the calculation. Simply in Telugu I told you, this is the way logic. For 100 cases invoice price is 10,000. For 80 cases it is 8,000 is deducted. So from 10,500 deducted 8,000, you get 2,500. 2,500 is excess of selling price over invoice price. And excess of this 2,500 is known as excess of selling price, right? Excess of selling price over invoice price. Excess of selling price over invoice price. Excess of selling price over invoice price, it is 2,500. అంటే మనం ఇన్వాయిస్ ప్రైస్ 8,000, కానీ మనం అమ్మింది ఎంత కమ్మాడు వాడు? ఈ సోల్డ్ ఫర్ 10,500. సో హీ కలెక్టెడ్ 2,500 more. So on 2,500 he will give 10% commission. On 10,500 he will give 5% commission. ఇప్పుడు రాసుకోండి, కమిషన్ స్టేట్మెంట్ రాయండి. ఆన్ 10,500 at the rate of 5%. స్టేట్మెంట్ లా రాయండి, స్టేట్మెంట్. So now I am giving how much amount of commission ante you write there. On 10,500 at the rate of 5/100. On 10,500 5%. On 10,500 at the rate of 5% equals to రాయండి, equals to ఏంటి? 10,500 into 5/100. 10,500 into 5/100 equals to ఎంత వచ్చిందిరా? 10,500 500 525. On 10,500 into 5/100 is equal to 525. On next line, next line. On 2,500, at the rate of 10%. On 2,500 at the rate of 10% equals to రాయండి, 2,500 into 10/100. 2,500 into 10/100 equals to 250. So 250, 525 plus 250 రెండు కలపండి. ఇప్పుడు ఎంత వచ్చింది కమిషన్? On 10,500 525 commission. On 2,500 250 is the commission. So 525 plus 250. So 775 is the commission. Commission is 775 is the commission on sales. ఈ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ ఒకటి కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండాలి ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో. So that's it. So now we'll go to the account sales. రాసుకోండి, account sales.